Hello and welcome to PlayStation Racer. My name is Mitchell Morgan and today we are back with the mighty Sierra Cosworth RS500 for the Historic Sports Car Masters menu book number 46, race number 2 at the amazing Spa racetrack. And in this one we have a curveball thrown at us right at the beginning of the race, which actually puts my mind in doubt as to whether we can win this one. So let's get into this, the Historic Sports Car Masters at Spa, and it looks like it's wet. I'm actually going to grab an intermediate and wet tyres here. Now I am narrating this after the race because I'm running this on the hard AI and it really does take a heck of a lot of concentration to bring this car through the field. But we've grabbed those tyres just in case, because that looks certainly wet, and around here when it's grey it can be troublesome. So first up, throwing it down the inside on the first car to get us up from 16th to 15th. We then take number 15 as we exit the corner on the run down to a rouge. Oh, and a yellow flag's been thrown. This is the curveball. Cannot overtake under the yellow flag. The yellow flag warning is gone, but there's still a marshal waving the flag there, so I stay behind this fair lady. I really do not want to get a penalty. I think we're okay, so we run now, but has that amount of time lost us the race? And just look at the weather radar. That weather is coming in already. We're on racing medium tyres and we've got 3 laps to run around here. When it rains, it really comes down sometimes. Are we going to be able to keep this Cosworth in a straight line and get through the field? And already the first place car is a massive 20 odd seconds down the road. So at the moment we are making our way through this traffic reasonably well, taking the Aston Martin on the right hand side, being careful not to touch him on the way through. Watching the green areas with the bollards on these corners of markers to try and carry as much speed through the corners as we can. You'll notice that the windscreen wiper is already going. The track is super greasy and slippery. Watching now for any dry line on the tarmac that we might be able to take advantage of, but as you can see there isn't really one. Throwing it down the inside of the Jaguar E-Type, and we want to try and get on the back of this beautiful Shelby Mustang. Looks like the Shelby got out of shape through that corner, which is giving us the opportunity to come through. Making really good headway through this traffic right now. Really surprising. That is the little Lancia Stratos done and straight on the back of this Ferrari. Can we get it cleanly down the inside? Actually, it's not a Ferrari, that was a Pantera, I apologise. But really pushing it up into 4th place now. So we've got past a lot of the slower cars. Now, even with the rain, we're going to have to be pretty mighty to get on the back of the top 3. It looks like we can reel in this Corvette Stingray in 3rd place. Absolutely parked it on the apex, which means that we just ran in and gave the Corvette a little bit of a clout on the way through. Now just settling in behind him. Looks like he's got the legs on us as we go down into the first corner, so we're going to need to do this under braking. Move out to the right hand side, get it down at 2nd gear, turned in, looking for that little bump in that first corner just to ride the car through, get it settled, and then back up through the gears as we head down the hill excuse me, towards Eau Rouge. We're going to need to be mighty through here, minded very much that the weather is not great. They've got a little bit out of shape there, run a little bit over the curb, a little bit more curb than I would have liked, but still we are 3 seconds behind the 2nd place car and 6.4 away from the 1st place car. So watching for a braking zone just at the beginning of the curbs there, buried a brake pedal, getting it turned in 3rd gear, down into 2nd just to get a little bit more turn in, up into 3rd, on the power as soon as we can to try and get on the back of this Ferrari. We managed to do him on the right hand side, and now we're looking ahead at the 1st place car. Looks like that might be a Lamborghini. Pretty quick. Just riding the curb, building the speed as we run down the hill, thinking about whether we're going to be able to take this Lamborghini on the inside or the outside. There we go. I was just going to say, what is going to present itself as an opportunity? The Lamborghini just went to the right. We managed to dive down the inside of the Lamborghini. It's much harder to actually narrate these after the fact. I prefer to narrate these videos a little bit wide on there. Let's put us onto the grass. I prefer to narrate these whilst I'm actually running them, because you get the idea of what's going through your head on thought processes and gears and turning points. So not doing too much of that in this particular video, but we are now up into first place, and well, it looks like we're running away a little bit. We're up to 3.6, nearly 4 seconds already as we're going through lap number 2. This is a really fast section. Just need to be very, very careful through this corner here, that you don't go too wide and wind up on that little offshoot there. Look for the white line there, bury the brake pedal, look for your turning point, and then second gear, over one curve, over two for the chicane, and then just get on the power as soon as we can, up through the gears to go across the line to start lap number 3, and 6 whole seconds ahead of the first place. Now, we've got to be careful. It is greasy. It looks like the weather radar is clear at the moment, but the track is still very greasy, and I remember this was sliding around all over the place. One little mistake and that Lamborghini is going to be right on us and punish us. So just being very careful for a rouge. Oh, a little bit wider as we go over the top. Not very happy about that, but it is what it is. No penalty given at the moment, so it looks like we've got away with that. Just looking at the weather radar, we've got another bank of rain coming in, so we really want to get on with this and see if we can get through as much of this lap before that rain comes. If it stays that sort of turquoisey colour, it looks like we may well get away with it. If we start getting the blue or even the green and yellow, then we're going to be in trouble on these racing medium tyres. But for now, we seem to have got plenty of grip. It is pretty slippery, but we have got enough grip to be able to continue without too much trouble. Oh, and you can see there we get a little snap and we get onto the grass, come across the track and on the grass the other side. This is just showing that it is still greasy, it is still wet out here, and we need to give this car as much respect, and the track as much respect as we can. So just settle down for the moment. Third through here, coming up into fourth. Just let the car run out to the right hand side, check behind, nothing there at the moment. Watching for our braking point, down into third, just balance the car, let it drift across, careful of any oversteer. That was quite nice through there, so up into third, leaving it there for the moment as we come around this corner, just riding the curve where you've got those green bits with the bollards. You can really take a lot of curve. This one a little less so, you just want to be on the orange and red curbs there, don't take too much more. Certainly do not want to get up on the grass. You can see the rain now coming in. Hopefully that is going to stay away as we run through the latter part of this lap. This is really fast through here, but we've got to really feel the steering. Just be aware of any loss of traction as we head down into the chicane for the last time. Braking heavily on the white line, second gear, getting it turned in, windscreen wiper back on, but it's all over. We come across the line. It's looking like being 12 seconds ahead of the final place, and I am really, really starting to love this Sierra RS Cosworth again. Beautiful, beautiful car, beautiful to drive around Spa. That was a lot easier than I had expected, especially with the yellow flag at the beginning. But that is job done. Stamp number 2 in our menu book. And in the next one, we are off to the Nürburgring, the Nordschleife. Please, please join me for that. Hit the bell for notifications of when I release that video. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button to support the channel. And in the meantime, I look forward to seeing you very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.